Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mafex Magneto. Now, I don't know where I put the other Magneto, to be honest. Let me see if he's right here in this box. Hold on. I'm not seeing it. I don't know where I put it. But anyway. So, I'm a little bitter about this figure. I'm going to let you know right now. It's not really with the figure, it's with the company doing that whole, Hasbro does it, but the pre-paint or pre-tool. They released that the Age of Apocalypse Magneto, and I was like, man, that's probably the only good Magneto I'm going to get. So I bought it, and they announced this one about a year later or so, and I was like, really? So yeah, bummer. But now I have him. I don't have a lot negative to say about the figure, but we'll get into all that. But it's just like, if you put the money into the first one and then you buy this one like I did, now you've spent over $200 for Magneto, and that's a little much. But it's also my fault because I should have looked at it and he's got the red cape, and I should have been like, oh, it's Age of Apocalypse Magneto. So he does come with the standard Mafex display base. We've seen that a few times. Which they really help. I won't lie. Alright, so he's got a slew of accessories we'll get into right now. So first off, he's got this energy effect. He's got different energy effects than the other one did too, so that's kind of cool. So there's this one, and then just, untab the hand and plug it in, and then you just like that. I kind of wish instead of this energy, like it was metal. Like they would have just painted like a bunch of metal that he was warping around. So there's the first one. He's got a so it's a right hand and a left hand version. He has relaxed hands, splayed out hands, kind of hands, force choke hands, let's call them. He's got the two fist hands that he's got on, and then he's got effects for those. And we could just plug that in there, just like that. That looks good, and his hand came off with it. Now, how the hell am I supposed to get that out? Like, without scratching paint. Really? Cool. Alright, so don't put these on unless you're willing to lose the hand. So he's got left and right ones of those. And then he's got these ones here, and these ones just plug onto the front of the hand like this. Right? So I could just kind of goes in there, right? Like that. There we go. So he's got that. They really need to put like a little tab at the end of this. Just like, in SH figure art style. just something little. So let's give him the force choke hand. Or relaxed hand, I guess. Alright, so other accessories, he does come with a helmet to go with this head. That looks pretty cool. It does not fit on his head. Like, you ain't getting that on there, but it is there. And then we've got the blacked out face. A little bit of his hair sticking out. If you guys remember from my first Magneto, he had the long hair like he's supposed to for Age of Apocalypse, and I cut it off and trying to emulate that. This look is what I was going for. And then he's got this one where you can see his face through it. It's kind of a grimacing face. And then swap those out. Just pop the head off. And there you go. I think, though, I'm going to go with... Try this one. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Actually, I kind of like the first head. Like, I didn't at first, but the more I have it, the more it grows on me. Like, I'm going to try and get this on, like maybe on his hand or something, like he's holding it. Anyway. Head is on a double ball peg, so you get all the way around, up, down, side to side. No issues whatsoever. It all works really well. He's got the bendy cape, much like the Thor figure. It shouldn't have been bunched up as bad as it was, but it does splay out pretty far, which is true to the character. He's very, he's got a very Darth Vader type personality, with the being a little over dynamic or dramatic with things like X-Men time. What does he say in the game? Welcome to die, or something like that. But yeah, it just, it's a good cape, and it's good that it moves around like that. He's got the ball jointed shoulders. Almost sounds like there's a ratchet in there. Not on the side. Oh, maybe it's just screechy plastic. Shoulders move around to the side. He does have that, like Thor, where that shoulder gap is a little eyesore, but he should have his cape like this most of the time, so you're not going to notice it. So I'm okay with it here. Bicep swivel, double bend elbow, wrist swivels and hinges in and out. Double ball peg for the torso. For the hips, and he's got this floating piece of plastic here. Hips up to here, back to there, out to the side. Thigh swivel, double bend knee, foot swivels and tilts and rocks. And yeah, but yeah, we could get him like all sorts of, like 90s epic cape style Magneto. It's great. There he is with the Spider-Man, just for size comparison. So I still say, a lot of people say like Mafex runs just a little small. I think they would fit in just fine with your Marvel Legends. Scale might be off just a tinge. But yeah, overall, fantastic figure. My bitterness, like I said, goes back to having bought the first version. And so if you weren't like me and were like, oh, hey, that's the Age of Apocalypse Magneto, duh, I'm not buying it until the real one comes out, then I would give this a solid 10. If you're like me and you did go that route, then I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It does leave a little bit of a bitter pill in the mouth, having bought that. But it is what it is. So yeah, I guess that's really all I got. It's a good figure. I do highly recommend it. I just hope you didn't buy the first one. And I'm going to have a blast posing him with some over dramatic posing on the shelf with like the Brotherhood of Mutants and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess that's all I got.